afternoon, everyone. I've been playing with Vita's Watercolour Florals, and I'm going to show you the journal, and that's going to be part of my 1,000 subby giveaway. Still can't believe that I actually got to 1,000 subbies. I'm still sort of a bit, you know, gobsmacked, I think is the word for it. Anyway, Vita has done this absolutely beautiful kit. I did show it on one of my other videos, so I'm going to show you the kit first, and I linked it with Minx's, some of Minx's, so I'm going to show you her kit too. So you get some really beautiful papers. Now it says florals. Now I've taken these as roses, but they could also be poppies. It depends on the theme that you are doing, and they are really, really lovely. It was so nice to have, you know, these lovely colours, because obviously, you know, this time of year it's nice. You know, we've had so much rain over the last few days. The wind have been howling around here. Sound like we were in a haunted house. Beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. I love the backing papers. I mean, this one in particular would be amazing, this backing paper, if you're doing anything with bees, wouldn't it? You know, it's got that honeycomb feel to it. I think that's really lovely, and I love the colour of it too. And I've got this gorgeous sort of reds and pinky orange coming through, and then you've got lovely greens and yellow. Now she's also done two beautiful collage sheets. That one's actually upside down. Really lovely, and this is what Vita is known for. Now last year, around about November, I did some videos making tags with her digitals, and then I after doing that, I made a journal. But unfortunately, the video, I needed to edit it because Tracy was no longer doing the tumble down journal on her tutorials. So I left it to go in and sort it out. And what happened was, suddenly my phone wouldn't work. I mean, I'm sure you can remember if you've been with me a while. My phone wouldn't work. I couldn't upload anything. I had to delete everything off my phone. And in that time, the video got lost. So I was absolutely gutted, because it's a beautiful journal. And Whiskey's got it. And you know why we call her Whiskey? Lovely Rhonda. Her YouTube is not Whiskey. Sorry, it's Whisk, but I misread it as Whiskey. She, like me, she doesn't drink, but I keep calling her Whiskey now because you know, I've totally named her. But she has the journal that I actually made with it, and she loved it, so that was the most important thing. So anyway, I got this kit, and I thought I'm going to surprise Vita by doing this kit and doing her a shout out and sharing this on here. So here's the other gorgeous, beautiful collage sheet. I love playing with collage sheets, as you know. Now she's put a lot of ephemera in this, massive ephemera, which is really, really lovely. Now these can be journaling cards. You can use them to make little notebooks, all sorts of those. Then you've got your pocket and a journaling card, a little journaling card here, and a little tuck spot, and then you've got lots and lots of tags. Depends on which way around you turn this, because that one's going that way and that one's going that way, isn't it? So you've got a journaling card here, and what I like about this journaling card is you've got the little tabby on the side, and then you've got pockets. Now I had great fun with this one. Because obviously it's the window envelope. I really enjoyed making this. I really did. And you got another envelope here, and a couple more journaling cards, and more journaling cards. Now these are obviously from the pages, you know, from the actual pages for the kit, and these are lovely because you can do an awful lot with them. And you've got some really gorgeous big tags. You can see it's a huge kit. You know, it really is massive. And here you can cut these out. I'll show you what I did with these shortly, and make those into a nice pocket as well. Lovely postcards. So you can see it's an absolutely huge kit. Absolutely massive. So let me just knock them down and click them together. So that's her kit. Now Vicky, I've already shown you these. As you know, Vicky is now no longer Northern Craftaholic. She's now Minxie Studio UK. These are called Weathered Wood. And this one are journaling cards. This one and the next one, there is a difference between them. If I put them like this, you can see the difference, okay? Quite a lot of difference. And they're the two that I've used when I've been doing this journal. And this one. Really, really lovely greens, aren't they? And then here she's gone a bit even darker. It's got sort of like a hint of a teal in there, isn't it? And you've got the hints of purple coming in. And how lovely is that one? So those are Vicky's kits. That's our Victoria, our Minxie. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. Right, so this one. So this one is going to be the giveaway on in Paulette's group. Okay, this is going to be the one that's going to be given away in Paulette's group. Now the fabrics, I will link our Julie. I showed you, there's a video on here if you've not already seen it, and I've shown you a lot of the beautiful fabrics that I've got from Julie, and they are fabulous. You know, she's got Sanderson and all sorts, and they are beautiful. And when you know you're getting vintage fabrics and you can get a fat quarter, and the, you know, for about £6, the prices are incredible and the quality is great. And I love that you get a really good fat quarter from her, so I will link her below. So I've done some ruffles on this one. That would be quite nice, and I've put some lace on the back. It's really beautiful, isn't it? So on the inside, just make sure you're right in there. Make sure I get you in frame. So I've done a side pocket on this one, and here's my first journaling card. Now I've cut all the oval out and put some cellophane stuff in there, and then got this card, and it fits beautifully. And you know what it's like when you're on camera, it doesn't fit beautifully, does it? And you can still see the butterfly and what have you. Now some of the images in here come from Raw Pixel in this, and some come from the Graphic Fairy. Now here on the back, this is where I've been playing. This is Tim Holtz Dies. Now I have been waiting to play with these for a very long time. Let me just grab the packet. It's at the back here. One, right at the back. These ones. Now, how I've done this, it looks like a stamp effect. It's this one here, and then I glued the little image on top and cut it, and it gives that lovely like stamp effect on it. And all of these I've cut a couple of different times, and I've cut them into Vicky's papers, and they have made really, really lovely ephemera, which I'll show you as we go through. Okay. So here again, I've cut the florals out of Vicky's paper, and it's given some lovely colour in there, hasn't it? Here's a mop-up page, and I've put these on just so that they don't fall out while I'm doing the flip through. These beautiful roses, this gorgeous lace. Zern sent me this, and it really complements this kit gorgeously. It really does. And this is the little stubby tag in there. I cut the bottom off and made a pocket and put a little card in the top there. And then here, I just love this envelope. Some of you have already seen this. I just adore this envelope. And you can see this is this one here, and I've cut that out of one of Vicky's papers and stuck it over the top. And as I said before, I've glued the image in and then put some more paper in, so that when you're sliding whatever you're going to put in here in and out, it's not going to catch on the image. But I absolutely love that. I really do. I'm tickled pink with that one. I think it came up so lovely. And then I've got another one here, again, cut into Vicky's papers. So here we've got a lovely little tag, and I made some little clusters. And again, one of the lace images, you know, the rose on the postcard. And then some gorgeous book page. And then here I've made a little tuck spot. So here I've got a couple of little cards in this bit, and then a couple of little cards in the belly band bit at the front, and then this tag bit pulls out, but I'm not going to mess about pulling it in and out now. I'm going to leave it where it is and show you that one further on, because I've got two of those in here. I made a tuck spot with here, and there's a couple more little cards in there. And that to get that size card, I did the way you get 9 on a sheet of the images, and it fit perfectly. And here look, you've got the dog rose, and this again is a stencil page. And I left this as this was with the cluster on front, because I thought that would be wonderful to use as a journaling bit, you know, just to write in. This is the envelope, and again I've put some of the trellis work on the front, and it's one of the coin envelopes. I've just stuck some of these on as well, a couple of these on, just to give a bit of interest through the book, you know, so that the colours all marry in. Then I've stacked up the tags, and here you can really see this honeycomb one, beautiful, and the image. And these are Tracy's coordinations, and the coordinations are actually coordinations for actual places like Giza, Area 51, which absolutely had me in fits hysterics, the Bermuda Triangle, all sorts of places, but they are actual coordinations. And this is another one of those where you cut the bit out for the journaling card. If I can just slide him out. Now, to get the image in there, I've put the card in upside down. And that way I've got the flower in just the right place. So let me just pop him back in again. As you can see, the flower fits in perfectly, and you wouldn't think it was upside down. It just looked perfect. Collage. The collages from Vita I've made into some lovely little pockets. You know, I thought they were really nice. And then there's one of her tags and her pockets. Now I've backed these tags onto more of Vicky's paper. I don't know whether you can see that very well, but the paper at the back is Vicky's, and they really, the colour worked perfectly. And that's some of Edith Holden. That one is one with that one in it. That was the one that I was looking for. I thought, I'm sure I've got one more tuck spot. I've got something to put in it. So that's one that's got one missing, but we will get something in there. And then in the middle, I've made an envelope. Let me just turn you around. And obviously you just untwiddle all this to get into it. And your envelope's in there. And I've covered up the brad so that you don't, you know, catch it when you're going in and out. And this is sewn right into the middle of the signature. And why are you catching? It's catching on something, aren't you? Stay silly sausage, stop catching. Look at those puppies down there. I wonder what's upset the babies down there. They're out again today, so they must be wanting to talk, wanting mum and dad to come home, and the kids. They usually bark if there's somebody in the back garden or somebody knocks on the door. Let's make sure I'm back in frame still. Yeah. There we go. And then there's another tag here, again with the cutout. Now that's the circular one. This one here. I've loved using those. Tim's thing. I've been wanting to use them for a very long time, and you know, you things happen, don't you? And then you don't get around to using them, and you wanted them forever. fussy cut some images onto that tag there. And we've got another big one in here, and I put a cluster on that one, and you can see again how lovely the colours from Vicky's papers work perfectly with the floral images and the Tim Holtz. Let's just put it back in there. Tiny little tuck spot in here, and then a bit the other side of the Edith Holden, and then I popped a couple in here. What is lovely about this is there's so much writing room in it that you can put photos in it, you can add to it. That's the big thing about it. You've got masses that you can do with this. You can really add a lot into this one. Another little in there. Another tag in here. As I say, there's masses and masses of ephemera. Again, I've cut this image out and popped it on there with Tracy's little tags. I love those coordination tags. I think they're lovely. Let's just check you onto it. That's it. That's the back side of that. And then I'll put that on there to bring the colour in. And here are those, you know, the page where you've got the 4 pages as journaling cards on one page. Just made a little notebook out of them. I thought they would be so lovely as just a little notebook. You know, I thought that would be lovely. So that's a little notebook. Fingers and thumbs today. So that's the little notebook. Let's just pop you back in there. On that book page. Here's the tag, the card, you know, with the tabby on. And I think they're lovely, and I've fussy cut an image on there. And then here is another wee taggy, and then I've left this journaling spot as it is. Go in that tuck. Another tag and journaling spot in the back. Like that. An envelope on there, and then with the collage sheet I made another envelope for the back there. So that journal is for Paulette's group. Now, Paulette put a post up last night. I said to her about doing the video and that she can decide how it's given away. And there was a post put up last night, and what she's decided, but with her daughter Brianna, she was the one who suggested it, which I thought was a lovely idea, is that you make a card using the free images in group. Okay, so you get a free image out of Paulette's group, and then you make a card with it, post it into group, and you'll be put in for the draw. Now, the dates she put on it were only yesterday and today, so I've actually messaged her and asked her to extend it, because obviously by the time you get to see this video that would have finished, and I want this to go on for a week on my channel before I do my draw. So I've asked her to extend the date. So that date, I don't know exactly what day she will extend it to yet, but I'm hoping she gives you at least a couple more days to make your cards, to see the video and know that this journal will be given away in her group. Okay, and then this one, you've already seen the flip through for this one. This is the one that I did, and it's Italy, and this was for Lydia. So I won't fussy around with this one too much, because obviously this one, you've already seen this journal, and it's got some absolutely gorgeous things in it. There's a flip through in here on my videos that I'll link below if you want to see it properly. But it is a beautiful, beautiful journal. I absolutely love doing this, because I say when I first decided to do this, I didn't want to do, although it was Tuscany romance, I wanted to do Italy, you know, Tuscany, and I wanted to get a feel of Italy in it. And somebody said to me, the thing that was missing was the red wine, and I laughed my head off. But obviously, being a Muslim, I couldn't exactly put wine in it. But, you know, if you've got it, you know, by all means, put your pictures of your wine in it if you'd like to. But it's a lovely, lovely journal. So this one will be given away on here, on my YouTube, okay? Now, what you need to do to win it on my YouTube is you need to be a subscriber and comment. That's all you have to do, because it's a 1,000 subby giveaway. I would love it if you could share the video. That would be really, really nice. You know, so other people can come along and join us. And I will draw this a week today. So next Sunday will be when I will draw this for this one. I told Paulette to pin a post in her group. Now, the post is about her doing shout-outs, parties in the next month, in March. And to be part of the shout-outs, as you know, that's how my channel grew, was that she did parties in the group and the girls came and subscribed. Now, to take part, you need to email Paulette. If you go into group, there's a post, it will have her email address, and you have to be a small channel, you know, not somebody who's got, you know, quite a few thousand. It's for somebody who's smaller. I think she said under 1,000 subscribers, but you would have to check that in the group. I can't quite remember. But the idea is that she will then do parties to get people to come and subscribe to your channel. Now, what we mean by a party is that her and Zern post lots and lots of copy-free images in the group, and they are amazing, you know, and they keep it up, and everybody's in there and having a good time, and they're having a right party, and 9 times out of 10 I'm asleep. So I managed to catch the beginning of the last one that they did, and they have like a game in there as well, you know. They'll ask you questions and you can get points for answering the questions, and you know, there's a prize at the end and things like this. But they do have great fun when they do their parties, they really do. So as I say, if you want this one, comment on here, and if you want this one, go to Paulette's group, make a card and post an image in the group, but it has to be using freebies from the group. So all you've got to do is go into images. It's in media, isn't it? If you go into click media, you will find the images and make a card. You can do both, you can enter both. There is no restriction on you can only enter this one or you can only enter that one. Have a field day, you can enter both, and then you can win one of my lovely journals, which I've had so much fun making this month. I really have, and I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to share my work with people who have supported me over the last few months. It's about 6 months that I've been doing this again, because I did start and did a couple of videos and then I stopped because I was volunteering so much. And our Tracy, bless her heart, Tracy Fox, she encouraged me to come back to doing it again, and I am so thrilled I have, because I've made some amazing friends through this. I really have, and I am grateful to each and every one of you for being here and supporting me. I just really, really love it. I don't think I'll ever reach the 4,000 viewing hours that you need in a year to get money from it, and I'm not doing it for that. If that ever happens, I will actually not have the ads on mine, because I don't think it's a good thing, you know, that you've got to sit through a flipping advert before you can watch something. I actually pay not to have ads on my YouTube, because I try and watch as many videos as I can and support as many of you as I can. And if I've got to sit and watch 5 minutes of flipping YouTube videos every time I watch a video, my goodness, I'll be there a year. Anyway, that's enough waffling. It's Sunday. Have an amazing Sunday. It's actually stopped raining and it's trying to get a bit of a blue sky out there in Hawick today. As I say, it's been really, really grotty, the weather. The big wheelie bin that was absolutely full to the gunnels, had fallen over and smashed the lid, and I don't know what was going on there. And my friend a few doors down, the kids let the kitten out. The kitten was 16 weeks old and went out in that howling wind. I mean, the poor little thing, I'm surprised it wasn't blown over. and she had the ingenious idea of putting his potty out for him. And he must have been able to smell his potty, because within an hour he came home. And I think that is amazing, because it was the first time he's been out. So I'm so pleased he went back home. Bless his little cotton socks. He's a tiny wee little tabby cat, and he has the most gorgeous little face. He's absolutely lovely. So thank you, everybody. I am so glad you're here, and good luck in these giveaways. I can't wait to see who's going to win these two. I really can't. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.